Things are heating up for Genesis chapter 23. Jacob meets Esau. That's the title of this chapter. I never look ahead to see how long things are. I always wonder if I'm walking into not too bad. Not too long on this one. Let's see how long it ends up being in the edit. This starts off real hard. Jacob looked up, and there was Esau. Coming with his 400 men. Good wording choice. Coming with his 400 men. There was Esau. So he divided the children. Take the children. Among Leah, Rachel, and the 2 female servants. 4 women for all the children. He's panicking a little bit, it sounds like. He's freaking out. Is God going to protect him? He already dislocated his hip. He put the female servants and their children in front. Why? What a coward! What is he doing? He's using bodies as shields? Women and children? Leah and her children next, and Rachel and Joseph in the rear. Oh, Joseph's been along with all this. Joseph in the colorful dream coat. He himself went on ahead. Okay, he's not using them as human shields. He himself went on ahead and bowed down to the ground 7 times as he approached his brother. So while he's moving, he's walking and getting a little closer each time. But Esau ran to meet Jacob and embraced him. He threw his arms around his neck and kissed him, and they wept. What a heartwarming story. You can betray your brother and the rest of your family, and everything will be okay, especially if you have God at your back. I feel like I've heard this story before. I didn't remember what happened before reading it. There is the story about the prodigal son who leaves and then comes back and he's embraced by his dad. So that's kind of similar to what's happening here. But let's find out why Esau has no bad blood coursing through his veins and why he's coming with 400 men. Then Esau looked up and saw the women and children. Oh yeah, because he doesn't know who they are. Who are these with you? He asked. He doesn't even know that he went off and married their cousins. It's Esau's cousins as well because they're brothers. Jacob answered, "They are the children God has graciously given your servant." He's still belittling himself, calling himself a servant so that Esau doesn't kill him. Then the female servants and their children approached and bowed down. Good, he's taught them well, keeping those wives and children in line. Last of all came Joseph and Rachel, and they too bowed down. Esau asked, "What's the meaning of all these flocks and herds I met?" All the gifts that he sent, as happened in the last chapter. He sent everything ahead as gifts to try and make sure Esau didn't kill him. He's like, why'd you send all that? What's going on? What's happening with all these camels and donkeys and servants everywhere? "To find favor in your eyes, my lord," he said. Yep, Jacob's just trying to cushion up his brother as much as he possibly can. But Esau said, "I already have plenty, my brother. Keep what you have for yourself." Ah, there it is. We're both rich, Jacob. Don't worry. I've forgotten about all past transgressions because I got mine. "No! Please," said Jacob, "if I have found favor in your eyes." Why do they word things like that all the time? Is that a common way of saying things in Hebrew, and so it just always translates like that? "If I have found favor in your eyes, accept this gift from me. For to see your face is like seeing the face of God." Remember when I talked about that in the last video? Jacob says he's seen the face of God, but apparently that's problematic later in the Bible. Maybe I shouldn't speak ahead, before we get there. I haven't actually read it yet. It should be in Exodus, I think. It should be in the next 2 books, so it's only another 100 pages or so until we're around there. It's possible I'm remembering something wrong, but it doesn't make sense that they're referencing seeing the face of God when that's a problem later in the Bible. "For to see your face is like seeing the face of God, now that you have received me favorably. Please accept the present that was brought for you, for God has been gracious to me, and I have all I need." And because Jacob insisted, Esau accepted it. That's something you don't really see a lot in Southern culture in the U.S. Everyone goes, no, please. No, I insist. No, you. No. And no one ever takes anything from each other. That's how it was, at least where I grew up. Then Esau said, "Let us be on our way. I'll accompany you." So everything's good. He was worried that whole time for nothing. Apparently Esau had a great life after having everything stolen from him. He's coming with 400 men, so that sounds like he's doing pretty well. But Jacob said to him, "My Lord knows that the children are tender." Why would he say it like that? Tender little children. "And that I must care for the ewes and the cows that are nursing their young. If they are driven hard just one day, all the animals will die. So Jacob, he's running a delicate system and he knows it. So let my lord go on ahead of his servant while I move along slowly at the pace of the flocks and the herds before me, and the pace of the children, until I come to my lord in Seir. Seir is like a city spelled S-E-I-R. I don't know what that is. Never heard of it before. There's a ton of places in this book that I've not heard of prior in life. Esau said, "Then let me leave some of my men with you." "But why do that?" Jacob asked. "Just let me find favor in the eyes of the Lord." There he is with that wording again. Why would I need that if I just need to find favor in the eyes of the Lord? The lambs are slow, the children are slow, let me stay with them. If we go too fast, they'll die. So that day, Jacob started on his way back to Seir. Jacob, however, went to Sukkoth. Uh-oh, another place that sounds like a planet from Star Wars. He went to Sukkoth, where he built a place for himself and made shelters for his livestock. That is why the place is called Sukkoth. There we are again, with the reasons for why things are. After Jacob came from Padan Aram, he arrived safely in the city of Shechem in Canaan, and camped within inside of the city. Shechem, S-H-E-C-H-E-M, Shechem in Canaan. For 100 pieces of silver he bought from the sons of Hamor, the father of Shechem, the plot of ground where he pitched his tent. There he set up an altar and called it El Elohe Israel. El Elohe Israel. El Elohe? I don't know how it's pronounced. You guys suddenly speaking Spanish. That's all the chapter is. That's the whole thing. All that buildup, all that chapters and chapters of buildup about Esau coming to get his brother, and then everything was fine. I guess they're trying to teach to just do the right thing, forgive past wrongs, even if your brother deceives and lies to your entire family. Oh, apparently Sukkoth means shelters. They have the note there. I need to look at these notes more often. There's always these notes on the side of the Bible. And I mean, you can see the format if the camera adjusts. Hang on, I'm going to get it. Where is it? It's too white. There it is. There it is. You can see it there. There's the columns in the middle with notes on the side. This Bible's way wider than it has to be, honestly. But it feels good. It feels good in the hands. It's quality. It's floppy. It's a classic Zondervan Bible that I ordered online. The next chapter is called Dinah and the Shechemites. These are really all the in-between stories that I never heard growing up. I don't know, like, what happens in these. Not a lot, apparently. I guess there's a reason we talk about a lot of the main stories that you see in the Bible, because I don't really see the point of a lot of these in-between stories. But they're in here. They're still holy, still ordained by God.